Hi everyone, my name is Allie and I'm the founder of Stretchgenics and I am the creator of the videos on this channel. I realized I put out like 24 videos now and nobody knows who I am. So I thought I would do a little like, how did I get here and how did all of this kind of come about, and basically my story of how we ended up here. So I thought that would be cool for today's video and for you guys to actually hear me talk, because most of the time when I make the videos I have this other lady talking for me. I'm actually quite shy. My husband is an extrovert and I let him do all the talking, so for me to do this is kind of weird. But let's start from the beginning. Let's back up. My background is actually in group exercise. So I started at 17, threw me on stage. I got certified within a weekend. And then about a week later, I got a job in a gym. So you can imagine how intimidating that was. I was 17 trying to tell people 2, 3, 4 times my age what to do. And I kind of fell into the job. I just did it on a whim. And I've been doing it for 11 years now, nonstop. I think it's the best job in the world. I think it's perfect for me, for anybody, and I wouldn't give it up for anything. So group exercise is actually my first specialty, and orthopedics came a little later on. But I started in group exercise, and as I got older, around like 22, 23, I got to be on stage, I got to travel, got to do all this stuff, which I will insert here. There's some pictures of me doing some stuff. And then of course, COVID hit. So right at the height of me, getting to be on stage, getting to be in front of hundreds of people, COVID hit and I was stuck at home. But COVID was also a blessing because I got to meet my husband. I got to date him, meet him, get married. So it was nice for me to kind of like slow down and pay attention to kind of like my personal life, because traveling and getting ready for workout shows takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you, and for you to hold a relationship is really hard, especially in the fitness world where there's a bunch of egos all over the place. So it was nice for me to just step back and kind of show this other side, this other life that was outside of the gym. So I got married, and then the gyms just weren't doing as good as I thought they would. Afterwards, I tried to come back. I tried to make something of myself again, and it wasn't happening. Now, during the time I was on stage, I got my orthopedic certification. So I have a flexibility certification and I have an orthopedic certification, and then I have these little specialties that go along with those, but I'm not going to name all of them. But I was just too busy traveling and everything that I didn't get to really focus on it. And, coming back after COVID, I had some members reach out to me and they wanted me to come to their house and just focus on stretching with them. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll go from, this badass person on stage down to, okay, well now I get to use all of my orthopedic stuff, and let's really see how good I am and how much I like this. And I ended up loving it. It gave me so much joy to watch somebody who has maybe a really tight hip, maybe a really tight shoulder, or just a minor injury to where they don't need physical therapy, but they still need help. And for me to find the stretch or find the little exercise for them to do, and then for them to come back like a week later when I saw them for class to feel better. That just elated me. Like, I can't even explain how awesome of a feeling that was. And then for a little while I tried to chase it because I wanted more of that feeling. So then I read more and I learned more and I got even more hands-on about the orthopedic side of everything, and just threw myself into this. I don't know. It's really hard to explain how awesome it is. And then I just got more and more people. So I actually run it's like a stretching class and a clinic because it's one-on-one out of my house here in Texas. So if you hear me say y'all, I'm from Texas. There you go. And then Stretchgenics just kind of came into its own. I told my husband I don't want to go back to a gym. I don't want to be worried about being laid off, which is a thing going on right now. It's really hard to stay at a gym. And I said, I don't want to do that. I want to see if I can make this on my own. And he is totally supportive. He said yes. He's, behind the scenes of everything. And I gotta give him credit for that. And then I made this channel, and I want to be clear, I'm not a physical therapist. Orthopedics is kind of what you go to when you're done with physical therapy. You can move enough to where you don't need the little stretches anymore. It's more like the injuries that you get on a day-to-day basis. It's a bigger range of movement that you get with orthopedics versus like physical therapy. So if you're wondering between the two, that's why I call this an orthopedic channel and not a physical therapy channel. There's a little bit of yoga involved, but let's be clear, orthopedics and yoga are not the same thing. And I know I'm going off topic right now, but I just want to make this clear. Orthopedics is way different than yoga. And I have a whole video I'm planning on getting into all of that. So yes, there will be some videos with some yoga involved, but it's not my main focus on here. My main focus is taking all of the knowledge that I have in the group exercise world and making routines for the masses, which is what group exercise is. It's not one-on-one, it's for a lot of people, but it's in a creative way to where you stay engaged. That's the whole point of a class, is keeping somebody engaged, letting them work out in a fun way, and then the other half is stretching. So I thought I would put the two together. Put orthopedics and group exercise together and make videos where it sort of felt like a class, but you also got, the stretching out of it, or you got the information out of it, and hopefully you leave the video a little better than when you came into it. Whatever injury you have or whatever tightness you have, I hope you leave better than when you started the video. Even if it's just one exercise, I did my job, and that makes me super happy. That's it. If you have any more questions, reach out to me. Let me know. I'm actually really nice. I'm just kind of shy, but you can comment below, and I'll be sure to answer them. If you want a video on something specific, I can totally do that. This is my life, so I feel happy to help anybody out. Now, other than that, please like and subscribe this video, and I guess I will see you guys next week. Bye.